Hello, ladies. I am very excited about the upcoming masterclass called Unconventional Wisdom for Financial Planners, 3 strategies to get hot leads, stand out, and increase your revenue, even if you're extremely busy, which I know most financial advisors absolutely are. I'm Robin Crane. I'm actually a certified financial planner practitioner and also really more well known as a business consultant or business growth expert for financial planners and women entrepreneurs. So I wanted to make this quick video to give you a taste of what you're going to get in the class and to get you excited about it, because you really have the potential to grow your business and really help more people, and that's what I'm really all about. You'll learn so much more about this on the actual class, but I wanted to give you a little taste so that you know that I really care about you and care about helping you in so many ways. So one of the things that you're going to learn during the class is how to get hot leads, because most of the financial planners that I speak to, they're so busy fulfilling on their existing clients, and because of that, they don't have time to really focus on getting more people in the business, getting more new clients. But I want to make it easier for you. I want to make it faster for you, and I want to give you some shortcuts so that you can, any time invested towards getting leads is really going to be a great investment for you. And of course, I want you to get more leads and better leads so that you're not wasting time with the tire kickers. You're not spending time on people who, if they become your client, you don't want them to be your client anyway, because they're going to monopolize all your time. So what's most important about getting hot leads is that you must know who you're selling to. Now, this may seem trivial or may seem like, oh, something that you already know, but you have no idea how many people I come across who know this but don't actually use it. So I want to also give you some tools so that you'll know how to use this information. So you probably have heard that the riches are in the niches, right? The more specific you are about who you work with, and the more you understand their problems and concerns and what they truly want, the more you can really help them get there and attract them and attract those leads. So I want to give you some examples of this so you know how you can apply it. But like I said, most financial planners, they're kind of after the same type of client. They're going after retirees, high net worth, people who make good money or at a minimum have saved millions of dollars. And the problem is everybody's going after that same client, and everyone's singing the same song, meaning they have the same messaging. And a lot of times people are using the pre-approved stuff that you get from compliance, which is kind of old school. And again, it's the same messaging that they're just so very numb to that and immune to that message. So let me give you some examples. First of all, when I first started my financial planning business, I guess it was a couple years into it, but I was making so little money and feeling so incongruent because of it, because I was trying to help people get wealth, but I was actually going into debt. You'll learn more about that on the class. But because of that, I was really, really struggling, and I had to find a way to get more clients. So I tried that same, singing the same song, but nobody was listening. And so instead, I ended up actually teaching just a regular, I did a talk, like a presentation at a preschool with all these preschool parents. And I kind of lucked out because there were about 40 parents there. And I was good enough to actually get about 10 people to sit down with from that talk. And that helped me really understand these parents, what was driving them, what their problems really were, and what would get them to take action so they could actually get what they wanted. So I created something called Money Parenting, which was how to raise financially responsible kids. And that got them motivated enough to come to my seminars or come to my courses or my classes, but what really, really drove them to become my client was because I understood what they needed and I gave them what they wanted. But the driving force was that I was niched. I was specific about who I was working with. So important that you choose a niche and you're specific about it, and that your messaging is really, really clear on how you're going to help them get rid of the pain that they have and help them get what they want. So I'm going to talk a lot more about this in the masterclass and teach you the specifics that you need to know of how do you attract those hot leads, those ideal clients. And then also I'm going to go into things like how you're going to actually shorten the amount of time that you spend with them, because I know you want to really save a lot of time and you don't have a lot of time. And so I'll go over those details as well. So that's a really good example. That worked for me. I was only making about $2,000 a month, and then by the next year, I broke 6 figures, so that was cool. Another example I wanted to give you really briefly, and I'll go in more detail on the class, but I want to show you the value so you know that this is not fluff. This is real stuff that you're really not getting in the conventional sources through your broker-dealer, because typically what you're getting is what everybody else is doing, and it's also driven so much by product sales, right? I don't know if they call it the same as they used to for me, but it was all product knowledge, right? And the webinars that are coming through today are usually about this product and that product. So anyway, that's why I want to show you some examples of what I'm actually doing. So this is actually a lead generation tool using Facebook. So I'll show you other tools that you can use when you come to the class. So here I did 2 different ads, and they look very similar, but if you look at the messaging, it's actually quite different. And in the first one, I was not specific at all, and I was really, I was targeted what I thought was targeted. I was targeting women entrepreneurs. So I thought I was being so targeted because they were women entrepreneurs, and I really thought I understood their problems, which I think I do, but because I was singing the same song, no one was listening. But still, I spent some money in marketing, and in fact, it actually worked, and I did get a positive financial return. Yay, I got an ROI, so over $3,000 profit. But when I got very specific on the micro niche, exactly who are these women, it happens to be you, financial advisors. I was very specific about that and actually did over $34,000 in profit, which was a 10 times return. So what most people are doing, they're doing all this marketing, if they're doing marketing at all, and maybe you're not doing any marketing yet, but even your marketing by going to networking events and talking to people, like if you're not specific, very specific about who you work with, you're missing possibly 10 times the profit. So how would you like to increase your marketing profitability? By 10 times, just by targeting your ideal client. And during the webinar, I'm going to give you the specifics of how to do that, because we'll have more time. And I know I got to wrap this up because you're probably busy going, geez, I didn't expect this to be such an awesome long video, but I want to make sure you get what you need. So, and get excited about all the information I'm going to give you and teach you how to implement it. So last example, actually I have 2 quick examples to show you. This is just a stock photo. I didn't want to use the actual person, obviously, that I met with, but this is someone who wanted to talk to me about how I can help her grow her business, a financial planner, and she had spent $7,500 on 5,000 postcards, which is really typical on the price, right? So that was her marketing. She saw that other people in the financial planning business did it. They said it worked. She was driving them to a class, and from that she got 4 students who paid about $49, so $49 each. So she made about $300 getting people to the class on her $7,500 investment. Now, unfortunately, at the time when I talked to her, this was a few weeks after the class had already ended, and she had 0 new sales so far. So this is my point on the conventional stuff that you're getting from your broker-dealer is just not working like it used to. And if you start, kind of spamming everyone, all the high net worth people with the same message, they're just not listening. So this is what's happening today, and this is why I wanted to give you the unconventional wisdom for financial planners. And then last example here, and I will sign off, is Janet, who she was more targeted in her messaging, and she actually had a talk. So from that talk, she got 17 new leads, which was phenomenal from one talk. So that was fantastic. I was so excited. Now, I was surprised because from those 17 leads, she actually closed 8 out of 14. The first shocker was that she actually got 14 to really come to this free call, and then she closed 8 out of them. That was amazing, 57% return. And you might be closing better than that, but you're probably closing warm leads. These were all cold leads. So another strategy I'm going to give you on the masterclass is really how to shorten your sales cycle so you can spend less time, how to spend the time with the people who you want to work with, and how to close more sales at a higher price, higher tickets, okay? So that's going to be awesome. You're going to love that. Can't wait till you're there. So make sure, if you haven't registered yet, definitely register. If you've registered, make sure you show up, because this is going to be a very, very exclusive masterclass. Actually, I didn't even do any marketing for this, so it's going to be a small group, and you'll have time to ask me some questions. So last thing, just the revenue. I'm sure you want to know that Janet was able to increase her revenue by $5,000 additional revenue in the first 30 days. So that was very, very awesome, and I want to give you the same results. So again, make sure you register if you haven't already. Make sure you show up so you get there and you're there. And this is a new class that I'm teaching. I tend to give way too much value at the beginning, and I kind of test it out. And then it's so much information that I start to cut some stuff. So get ready to rock, get ready to roll. This is going to be, as cheesy as that sounds, but this is going to be really, really great. So I'm looking forward to having you there and answering your specific questions. So I will see you very, very soon. Thanks.